Here we are at the dumpster site of a micro mushroom farm. And look what we found.
All the lonely mushrooms, where do they all come from?
And where do they belong? They don't belong in the food and compost. They belong in your garden, and my garden, and everybody's garden. And the wonderful thing is that in order to keep these mushroom bags out of the trash system, even the recycling and compost system, this micro mushroom farm is offering these bags to anyone willing to come and pick them up.
All right, look, there's more
mushrooms. So anyway, we have obviously picked up a few, which we're going to bring back to the land and help to increase the fungal content of our soil, because it's very dusty and bacterial and fly away, and we need more mycelium.
And so another note is the law of signatures goes something like this. There's a little chestnut and he says, "I'm good for your brain." And there's a little broccoli and he says, "I look like a tree and I'm good for your cardiovascular system." And then it comes to the Mr. Mushroom and he says, "I don't want to talk about what I look like."
No, he should have, if he's good for what he says he's good for, he needs to be very upright.
That's true. I'm a proud mushroom.
Abby, Savannah,
Yeah.
And she's going to tell us just a little bit about the mushroom blocks that we're looking at right here.
Yeah, so these down here are royal trumpet blocks or king oyster. This right here is a blue oyster, which they're kind of like the same, but they're a variant of each other. These grow more straight up. These actually grow out like in a cluster. Their substrate is a little different too. For the trumpets, they use, I believe, sawdust and cottonseed hull.
And you said that they use coffee grounds in some of
Yeah, and
these.
coffee grounds for the lion's mane. Our supplier KSS. And this white part, that'll be the stem. Here we go. This white part all in here is the mycelium, which is the body of the fruit that allows it to move. It's what all the nutritions.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, we know.
It's how it gets their nutrients, and it's how they move and find more spots where they can grow. The actual fruit itself would be this, and
Where'd it go?
I can find.
He's hiding.
Yeah, I guess. Okay. And these are the actual fruiting bodies themselves. This is where all the benefits are, where the part that you would eat, but you can also find health benefits in the mycelium.
And the mycelium is what helps keep our planet alive and healthy, right?
Oh yeah, the mycelium will eat anything. They'll eat dead animals, dead trees. They'll even eat living things too, if it comes down to it, like when they latch onto trees and stuff. Yeah. So.
Cool. Well, thank you for this education in mycelium and fruiting bodies, and we thank you very much for letting us take some mushroom blocks today.
Yeah, of course. Enjoy.
Thank you. Bye-bye. The bottom of a bin, and there's a beautiful specimen here.
Little blue oysters.
And you were saying that that's the optimal size there?
Yeah, we try to go for ones about this size and maybe a little bit smaller, about the size of the knuckle right here. It's for our pack out team whenever they're packing out the mushrooms, because we have smaller clamshells that we put them in, so this is about the size that we go for, but you can eat them at any size. So.
Well, that's good. So even if you found, if you knew how to identify the mushroom and you found really tiny ones.
Yeah, if like you found this out in the wild, if you were able to identify it, you could try to cook it and eat it, or you could dehydrate it and make capsules out of it. Because the blue oysters, they have a lot of fiber, so they're really good for like helping bowel movements and stuff like that.
And you can put it in your smoothie or what have you.
Yeah.
Or okay, cool. So woo, very good. Thank you very much again.
Yeah, of course.
Have a great day. Bye. Video is a follow-up to our mushroom collection from the mushroom farmer grower, and this is what I call the Mushroom Liberation Front, the MLF, not to be confused with any other MLFs, but the Mushroom Liberation Front. I see that these mushrooms mycelium have been stuck in plastic bags, growing in foreign environments under fake lights. And now they have been liberated to be wild, to be slaves to the system no more, wild and free in our forest. So we will break them up and scatter them around the forest land so that when it rains, we may find edible mushrooms out here. And even if we don't, we know the mycelium are happy and free. Free the mushrooms.